Hold them up nice and high. Right, fingers tight together. Are you worried? Why are you worried?
I don't know.
You don't know. Did you see them? The leaves are on the ground. It's getting cold. It's October the 22nd as I release this video. Shooting it today, Saturday the 21st. And she did look a bit worried, didn't she? She looked a bit like she didn't want to go into hypnosis. It's important to dispel any of those fears, so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Not necessarily about the infamous pre-talk that seems to be so important when you're hypnotizing someone, but I'll tell you more about that inside. You're going to see both of these girls being hypnotized today. It's going to be lots of fun. Keep watching. Hi there, my name's Turan. I'm a hypnotist and clinical hypnotherapist. Every week I show you some street hypnosis and then break that down in a tutorial fashion to explain some aspects of the video you're watching. Today we've got these two girls. You saw them in the intro clip there, and they were great stars. What was wonderful about these two is they were the first two people to be hypnotized on that day. This was an event called QCon, Queen's University's anime costume event. It's a beautiful event, costumes and gaming, whatever. It's a lovely event. People are really open to being hypnotized on that, so it's almost easier to hypnotize in an event like that. And but at the same time, these girls hadn't seen me hypnotize anyone else, and that can set you off at a disadvantage. I always talk about the fact that when you hypnotize your first person, people come up to you and say, I like what you just did to her, can you hypnotize me just like her? With these two, it was a great leap of faith because they didn't know why I was there. This could have been a costume that I was wearing, and maybe it wasn't a real hypnotist because they hadn't seen me yet. So let's watch these two girls in action. They were great stars, and stay tuned for the tutorial because there's various aspects I want to talk about involving this clip, and one of the key ones is the fact that you will notice how noisy the environment is. A lot of people think you have to have peace, you have to have quiet, you have to have still in order to hypnotize someone. Watch these clips and see how well they go in hypnosis. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget to click the big subscribe button and that bell notification button next to the subscribe button so you get notified every time a new video comes out from myself. And if you have any comments, have any questions, something I maybe don't cover in this video but you'd like more information on, or if you see any other of my videos and you like to find out more about hypnosis, leave a comment in the comment section below. I love reading your comments and answering your comments, and maybe if you have an interesting question about hypnosis, I might make it the subject of a future video, so please do leave your comments. Let's watch the video. That would be great. Right, so have you ever been hypnotized before?
No.
And are you happy enough to be hypnotized by me? Perfect, that's it. It's probably part of your costumes, but you want to set your bags? Can you set your bags now? It might be more comfortable.
I love your baggie.
Right, so all you have to do to be hypnotized is follow my instructions. If you don't follow my instructions, it won't work, okay? Right, so I want you to put your hands out like this here, okay? Hold them up nice and high. Right, fingers tight together. Are you worried? Why are you worried?
I don't know.
You don't know. There's nothing to be worried about. This is going to be fun. This is going to be educational. You're going to learn about yourself.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to stare at a point right between your two hands. Stare at a point right between your two hands. Just imagine my finger there, and just close your eyes down now. Close your eyes down and continue to imagine that finger. Continue to imagine that finger and pretend and imagine that there's very strong magnets in the palms of your hands. Just pretend and imagine there's very strong magnets in the palms of your hands. As I click my fingers, feel those magnets pulling together, tugging together. Feel those magnets getting stronger and stronger, pulling together and tugging together. Like strong magnetic forces pulling and tugging together. That's right. And your legs and back will support you as those hands get stronger and stronger. Those magnets get stronger and stronger. Those hands in a moment are going to touch. Those hands in a moment are going to touch. And when they touch, they're going to be like stuck together. They're like that magnetic force is going to pull them together so strong, it's going to be like they're stuck together, locked and stuck together. And those fingers stuck together, those palms are stuck together. It's going to be like those hands are carved from a single piece of wood. That's right, those hands are carved from a single piece of wood. It's almost as if they're one piece. And in a moment I'm going to ask you to try and pull those hands apart. In a moment I'm going to ask you to try and pull those hands apart. But the more you try, the more those hands are going to lock and stick together. Lock and stick together. Cemented together, glued together, locked and stuck together. So 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and try and pull those hands apart. And you're already in hypnosis. When I say the word sleep, your legs and back will support you, but your head will drop down to your chest, your arms will drop down to your sides, as you go into a wonderful state of hypnosis. So 1, 2, 3, and sleep now. Deeper, deeper, deeper relaxed. The deeper you go, the more relaxed you feel. The more relaxed you feel, the deeper you go. And in a moment I'm going to drop that hand down. As I drop that hand down, just go 10 times deeper, 10 times more relaxed. And the deeper you go, the more relaxed you feel. The more relaxed you feel, the deeper you go, drifting, sinking down, even deeper still. And in a moment I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. With every count I count, allow your unconscious to take you even deeper. So 10 going deeper now, 9 even deeper still, 8 way down, even deeper. In a moment I'm going to get to the number 1. By the time I get to the number 1, your unconscious will take you to a place that even I couldn't take you to. So deep, so relaxed that everything I say will become your reality. So 5 even deeper still, 4 way down, even deeper, 3 letting all the sounds around you help to absorb you into this wonderful state of hypnosis. 3 even deeper still, 2 so deep, so relaxed, and 1 way down, even deeper still. In a minute I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3 you can open your eyes, you'll be back with us, but every time I say the word sleep or deeper sleep, your head will drop down to your chest, your eyes will close, and you'll go 10 times deeper, 10 times more relaxed. Nod your head that you understand. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Wasn't that cool? What was that like?
So weird.
Look at my hand and sleep down, way down, way down, even deeper, even more relaxed. The deeper you go, the more relaxed you feel. The more relaxed you feel, the deeper you go. In a minute I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and the count of 3 this time. When you open your eyes, you'll be back with us, but you'll feel so relaxed, so comfortable in this position you're in now. It's like your legs are stuck to the floor, like there's part of the tarmac, like they're cemented, glued, stuck to the tarmac. You will not be able to move your legs. And the more you try and move those legs, the more you try and move those legs, the more those legs are just locked and stuck in position. You cannot move them. Nod your head that you understand. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Isn't this cool? Feeling good?
So tired.
Go ahead and try and move those feet. Really try. Really try. The harder you try, the harder they stick. What's that like?
So weird.
It is weird, isn't it? What's it like?
So strange.
It is strange. Feel those getting locked and stuck even more. Locked and stuck. And look at my hands and sleep now. Way down. Deeper, deeper, deeper you go. Hi guys, and welcome back. Thanks for staying for the tutorial. Weren't they great stars? And hopefully you noticed, as I mentioned at the start about the noise, it didn't impact them at all. I'll talk a bit more about that shortly. The key thing is now, this is just the first clip, and there's going to be more clips from these two girls. They had several skits performed, and I'm going to leave links in the description section as I release those new videos on YouTube. So if it's 22nd of October, there'll be no links yet in the description section, but if you're watching this out in the future, check out the description section for more videos from these two girls. So let's get started. What did we see in that video? Well, I was doing the magnetic hands induction. That's where I tell the people that their hands are like magnets, and when they accept that suggestion, their hands will pull together. And both girls' hands were pulling together nicely, but taking a step back, at the start I said, are you ready to be hypnotized? And they went, yes. And look at the facial expression. They were calm, they were relaxed, they were open to the idea. Yes, let's do it. This is called calibrating the subjects. This is watching them closely for any signs of concerns, any signs of worry. And it's very important to do that, because when you see me say, are you ready to be hypnotized? And they go, yes, that's a very green flag. That's a very positive sign. But then when I say put your hands out like this here, as I'm attending to the girl with the green top on, the blonde girl looks over my shoulder to someone, maybe a friend, and the friend's going, ooh, I don't know. I couldn't see them. They were behind my back also. But for whatever reason, she went, ooh. She looked worried. Now, it's important to, again, monitor for those things by calibrating, by looking at the subjects that you're hypnotizing, and dispel any worries, any fears. So as soon as I pick up on that sort of furrowed brow of that girl, I say, oh, you look worried. What are you worried about? And she says, I don't know. And I says, good, because it's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting, you're going to enjoy this. And I move swiftly on. So I don't labour a long pre-talk of dispelling lots of fears, lots of worries, because when you talk about it, just like if I was to say, don't think of a red book, what do you think about? You think about a red book. So if I labour over the idea saying, don't worry about getting stuck in hypnosis, don't worry about doing something silly, don't worry about this, don't worry about that. I'm putting those ideas in people's minds. So I don't want to overload with any worries. If she's got a worry by seeing someone behind me and maybe their expression or whatever they were doing, I want to belay that and move on. that's as much as a pre-talk is needed. A lot of people will tell you the pre-talk's the most important part, and in a sense it is, but it doesn't need to be a long pre-talk. It can be a few seconds of, don't worry, it's going to be fun, let's move on, put your hands out like this here, and move on. The rest of the induction goes pretty smoothly, pretty seamlessly, and it's at that point when their hands are together and I say they're locked and stuck, and I say go ahead and try and pull them apart. Once again, calibrating their body, calibrating their facial expressions for any signs of concern that this is not being accepted as a good suggestion. But as soon as they, and you can see their hands, I'm sort of amplifying it here when their hands sort of shake like this here, but it's very subtle, so you need to look closely at their hands. When they accept that suggestion that they cannot pull their hands apart, they're in hypnosis, and I can declare that. Good, you're in hypnosis now. And I just say sleep, and they drop beautifully into hypnosis because they've accepted the suggestion that their hands are stuck. Now, a very important point of health and safety is the idea that if you noticed later on in the video, a clip wasn't too clear at the start, but later on when you saw their feet trying to move, you saw they were in very high heels, or especially the blonde girl was in very high heel boots. And it's important for health and safety that they don't get so relaxed that they tend to fall. And if they're in high heels, a bit like walking around in stilts, they've got to be steady on their feet. Now, you don't need to be relaxed to go into hypnosis. Again, that's another myth. People think that to go into hypnosis you need relaxation, but you do become relaxed when you are in hypnosis. So it's a chicken and egg and chicken situation. So all the time you see me with my hands on their shoulders, measuring for any signs of swaying, any signs of over relaxation that might make them fall because they're standing in those tall shoes, those tall boots. Also, another health and safety point, because there's a lot of people moving around, you don't want anybody to bump into them. So it's not just about calibrating the subject when you're doing street hypnosis. You've constantly got to be watching around them, people coming towards you, people moving past them, people moving behind. So I'm not just watching these two people, I'm watching everything. My peripheral vision is on high alert for anyone coming close to them that might knock into them. You can see there's steps, so people are coming down steps. There's people moving all around, lots of costumes, lots of excitement, lots of noise. So while noise is not a factor that will hinder hypnosis in any way, this environment, you need to be very careful that there is no health and safety risk in terms of people just knocking them over. It's not about hypnosis being dangerous. If they weren't in hypnosis but they were totally engrossed in a conversation with me, someone could still bump into them. So it's not about hypnosis being dangerous. I just can't stress that enough, because there's no dangers in hypnosis, but it's the practical environmental effects that could cause issues when you're doing street hypnosis. So I've finished the induction. I even did a little fractionation, and I say 1, 2, 3, wide awake. I've given the suggestion that their feet will be stuck to the floor, but as soon as they wake, they go, wow, I feel sleepy. Now, a nice side effect, I don't sound like they're going to go a second arm or something, but a nice side effect of hypnosis is that when you wake up, it feels like you've had a power nap, a good sleep. They say that 1 hour of hypnosis is the equivalent of 6 or 7 hours of sleep, so a nice little 10-minute bit of hypnosis would be the equivalent of an hour's sleep. And even during the induction is part of the hypnotic process. During that induction, which was only 1 or 2 minutes long, it was like maybe having a 12-15 minute little power nap. So they're waking up feeling refreshed after that lovely hypnosis, and that's another nice green flag that hypnosis has been very effective. But as I always say, the proof of the pudding is in the testing. So I asked them to try and move their feet, and notice what happens is you see the camera moving out. That's when you see their high heel shoes. Now you notice that the blonde girl, her heel actually moves a bit. It's not stuck, but as you watch, as the suggestion is accepted more and more inside their mind that they can't move because they can't overly move their feet, her feet become more solidly connected to that tarmac underneath them. And I say to the girl, what's that like? And she says, it's weird. And I said, it is weird. And then I turn to the girl in green and I say, what's that feel like for you? And she says, it's strange. And I say, that's right, it's strange. For one person it feels weird, for the other person it feels strange. And I don't mix those words up. I basically echo back exactly what they have said. There's nothing as strong in your mind as the words inside your head. So if you think it's strange, I'm going to say it's strange. If you think it's weird, I'm going to say it's weird. It's a lazy way to operate, just echoing back what they say, but it's a very powerful way. In hypnosis, my words are never going to be as strong as your words. So this is a very important part in the therapy room of understanding how people describe their anxieties, how people describe their phobia or their depression, and I use their words. I don't make up my words or try and paraphrase what they've said. And it's the same whether it's therapy or street hypnosis or stage hypnosis. Use their language, use their words. You're going to have a more powerful suggestion for it. So I hope you liked those pointers from that video. It really was a lovely video, a nice example with some nice things to highlight, from sound to keeping balance in terms of health and safety. I know health and safety is the boring stuff and fun entertainment, but you've got to always be aware of health and safety. And just echoing back, that's another powerful one to remember. So I hope you like this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget, click that subscribe button and that bell notification button next to the subscribe button so you get notified when the next video comes out from myself. And I've said it already, but do say it again, leave comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you liked about this video. Which girl do you think was best at going into hypnosis, or were they just both the same? Tell me what you think in the comment section below. I'm going to leave you with this video here. It's the video of the guy who initially didn't go into hypnosis the first time. Neither him or his girlfriend were not responsive to hypnosis, but after watching me hypnotize other people, a few moments later he came back and he was a great subject. So check that out. It's all about the understanding of what's going to happen in hypnosis, dispelling those fears, and sometimes, as I said in that video, you don't even need so much pre-talk at all. It's about showing and demonstrating from other people being hypnotized. Until next week, have a good week.